everybody, this is Sherry Frick with University of Maryland Extension and the Master Gardener Program in Allegheny County. So today I wanted to talk to you about the proper way to prune and train your apple and pear trees. The preferred method right now is the central leader method. So when you go to the store and you bring home your apple or your pear tree, you may come home with either, we call this a whip. You don't see any lateral branches on this. Or it could be a feathered tree. So when it has all these little lateral branches coming off, we call that feathered. So that we have two different approaches to the way that we prune and train these. So the reason why we want to prune these is so that we can encourage strong growth and to encourage your lateral branches to come out, and we want to have a nice shape to the tree, and also we want those lateral branches to be real strong so that they can hold up to bearing your fruit. Okay, if you just bring them home and you don't prune them, you may end up with trees that aren't very strong, and they might actually take longer to fruit. Okay, so the rule is, we're going to start with the whip first. You want to prune your whip at 30 inches, okay? If you prune at 24, you're going to increase the chance that you're going to have a lot of excess growth. We don't want to do that. 30 is the best, but you can go as high as 36, but not more than 36. If you prune it at higher than 36 inches, then you're going to get weak top growth, and also it's not going to encourage these lateral buds to grow very much. So I'm going to cut, oh, it's right here at the tag. Okay, so this is, let's see, I'm going to go with this outward facing bud. So have yourself some sharp pruning shears, and remember we want to cut a 1/4 inch above the outward facing bud at a 45-degree angle, and we want to cut about like that. Okay, so what's going to happen now is, because I've cut the whip here, it's going to send signals to these lateral buds to tell them to start growing. So that's what we want. We want to get some strong scaffolding branches, and that's what this cut is going to encourage this plant to do. Okay, so now we're going to move over here to the feathered tree. Now I know this might seem a little heartbreaking to, you have this, looks like a nice tree started here, to think about cutting the top of this off. But if you don't, it's just not going to produce the strong scaffolding branches that you want. So once again, you're going to look at this and see where the proper place would be to cut. We don't want to be more than 36 inches. Whoops, I did it the wrong way again. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. I keep turning it the wrong way. Okay, so I'm going to have these three strong, leave these three strong scaffolding branches and cut it just above this branch here. And you're probably thinking, no, don't do it, don't do it. But really, it's necessary to do this. So once again, a 1/4 inch above the outward facing bud, 45-degree angle. Okay. All right. So we've cut that out, and because these branches are so long, we should also cut these back about by a 1/4 of the length. So I'm going to cut this one right here. Right here. I think I'm going to cut this one right here. Okay, so that's the proper way to prune your your apple and pear trees the first year that you install them. I'll have other videos to show you what to do the second seed growing season after you've installed your pear and apple trees. But for right now, this is going to encourage this plant to send out some more lateral growth, and this one here is probably going to become the new central leader. Okay, so I think that's it for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.